If you keep calling yourself lazy, I think you're misdiagnosing the problem. Lazy people don't lie in bed negotiating with themselves. They don't open a document, stare at it for 20 or 30 seconds, and then close it like, all right, we'll talk later. They're not haunted by unfinished ideas. They're not carrying around that low-grade guilt all day. So if you're here, chances are you're not lazy. You're avoiding something. We call ourselves lazy because it's easy. It's just a label that we slap on and say, all right, moving along. We call ourselves lazy because it's efficient. It's a single word we can slap on the problem and move on. I'm just lazy. Case closed. Nothing else to examine. But laziness is kind of peaceful. Avoidance isn't. Avoidance comes with overthinking. Avoidance comes with guilt. Avoidance comes with that fun little knot in your stomach that you get when you could be doing the thing, but you're not doing the thing. Laziness doesn't feel like that. Avoidance does. Most of the time we're not avoiding work. We're avoiding exposure. The moment when the thing leaves your head and becomes something real. Something that could be judged or misunderstood or ignored. The work itself is rarely the problem. It's what the work might reveal, which honestly is a little unfair. In my experience, avoidance usually circles one of three things. First, judgment. What if someone sees this and thinks, oh, that's not as good as I expected? Not even harsh judgment, just quiet judgment. The worst kind. Second, failure. What if I try, like I actually really try, and it still doesn't work? What if I put real effort into this and the result is just fine? Or worse. Third, identity. This one's sneaky. What if this already confirms a story I've been telling myself? That I'm not as consistent as I could be, that I'm not as talented as I had hoped, that I missed my window. When it hits that level, it's no longer about the project. It's about me. And that's heavy. There are days I sit at my desk with time available, camera ready, notes written, coffee already consumed, which is important, and I still don't start. Not because I don't care, but because starting means admitting that I care a lot. And I might still miss. Calling that laziness would be convenient. It would also be wrong. So naturally, we try to fix the whole thing. We shame ourselves internally. We add pressure. We promise tomorrow will be different. We wait for motivation to show up like, all right, I've rested enough. I'm ready to go now. Time to be a serious person now. But pressure doesn't dissolve fear. It just makes procrastination more creative. Suddenly you're reorganizing files, researching gear, learning productivity hacks, anything except doing the thing. The shift for me wasn't more discipline. It was asking a different question. Not, why can't I make myself do this, but what am I afraid this will say about me? In the moment I asked that, the problem changed. I wasn't broken. I was cautious. And honestly, it made sense. The goal isn't to suddenly feel confident. The goal is to make it safe enough to start badly. Lower the stakes. Make something mediocre on purpose. Keep it to yourself if you need to. So if you've been calling yourself lazy, pause. You just might be protecting something. And that's not a character flaw. That's information.